so critical. What evidence can be used for and what evidence can't be used for. Understanding the hearsay rules and hearsay exceptions, all of those things, because your evidence is the meat and potatoes of your case. You might have all the narrative and all the evidence to prove your case, but if you can't get your evidence in, if you can't show how your evidence is relevant to the case, it's going to be very difficult to get it in. So, evidence is anything that is offered to prove the truth of the matter asserted, the truth of the matter of the fact asserted, right? Offered to prove the truth of the matter asserted. Or the phrase offered to prove the truth of the matter asserted is a central concept in the legal rule against hearsay. The legal definition of evidence is an item or information proffered to make the existence of a fact more or less probable. An item or information proffered to make the existence of a fact more or less probable. So I'm taking evidence and I'm trying to show that the fact that I'm trying to prove that there was oral sex that occurred, I need to offer evidence that makes the existence of that fact more probable than not. These are the things that people don't understand of all the preparation that goes into just trying to make your case. You ain't even argued it, right? You ain't even argued it. For cases and things like that, you will go through a discovery process, right? The discovery process is where both parties start collecting their evidence and both parties start identifying what is the evidence that is going to be used against me. What is the evidence that's going to be used against me? And from the evidence that is given, you can start to identify what the other side's strategy is going to be. It's very important to know what the evidence that people are going to use against you, right? And then understanding that not all the evidence is relevant. What is relevant, right? Relevant evidence, right? Rule 401 of the Federal Rules of Evidence is relevant if it has any tendency to make a fact more or less probable than it would be without evidence, and the fact is of consequence in determining the action. It's a very loose definition. But once again, when you're in there arguing a case, understanding, hey, here's all my evidence. This is what I'm trying to prove. And I'm trying to get as much of my evidence in and show how the evidence is relevant to whatever it is that I'm trying to prove, and that I need this to be proven so that I can demonstrate that the elements have been met.